Have you ever pondered the weight of history? Considered the vast expanse of time and the multitude of events that have shaped our world? And have you ever wondered about the injustices that have been systematically meted out to a particular group of people over centuries? The African American community in the United States has a history that is as rich as it is tumultuous. A history marked by struggle, resilience, and a continuous quest for justice. Imagine being uprooted from your homeland, forced into servitude, and then, despite gaining nominal freedom, being subjected to systemic discrimination and injustice. This was the reality for millions of African people who were enslaved and brought to the New World over 4 centuries. Their labor, uncompensated and unappreciated, was instrumental in building the America we know today. The horrors didn't end with the abolition of slavery. The African American community has had to endure the harsh realities of racial segregation, the denial of basic human rights, and the terror of lynching. The civil rights movement of the mid-20th century, led by figures like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, sought to end these injustices. Yet, the struggle continues. Fast forward to the 21st century. The calls for justice have now evolved into demands for reparations. The argument, the wealth and prosperity of America, built on the uncompensated labor of enslaved Africans, has created a socioeconomic chasm. A chasm that has left the African American community on the less fortunate side. The legacy of slavery and systemic discrimination has created a significant wealth gap between Black and white Americans. This isn't a matter of simple economics, it's a matter of justice, of righting historical wrongs. And how do we do this? By acknowledging the past and taking tangible steps towards rectifying it. Reparations in the form of financial compensation and systemic reforms are being increasingly seen as a necessary step towards healing. California, for instance, has set up a state reparations task force. Its recommendations include comprehensive reparations and extensive reforms in housing, education, and the justice system. But this isn't enough. The call for reparations needs to be heard at a national level. The government needs to acknowledge its role in perpetuating inequality. The conversation about reparations for the descendants of slaves should not be just a conversation. It should be a commitment to action. Understanding and confronting the past is crucial for moving forward as a country. It's time we as a society took a stand. Support the cause for reparations, stand for justice, for equality, for the righting of historical wrongs. Because only by addressing the past can we hope to build a better future.